Let me paint a picture and tell me if this sounds familiar. It's the end of the month. Both paychecks hit the account. You're not panicking anymore. Bills are paid, groceries are stocked, the credit card didn't get maxed this time, and yet you open your banking app, you scroll for a second, and you think, wait, how do we make this much money and still feel this tight? Like you're not broke, but you're not relaxed either. You're both working, you're both tired, and somehow, despite two incomes, you don't feel safer than you did years ago. If that feeling lives rent-free in your head, this video is going to mess with you. In a good way, because here's the uncomfortable truth. For millions of couples, adding a second income didn't create freedom, it created fragility. And today, I want to explain why two incomes are actually making couples poorer and how to escape the trap without blowing up your life. My name's John, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money decisions quietly shape our freedom, stress, and long-term wealth. If you're someone who earns decent money but still feels financially stuck, stretched, or one bad month away from stress, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Now, let's talk about the lie we were all sold. Challenging the common assumption. Look, from the time we're young, the logic seems bulletproof. Two incomes means more money. More money means more safety. More safety means less stress. End of story. Except, that's not what's happening. Median household income in the U.S. has more than doubled since the 1970s. Back then, most households survived on one income. Today, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, over 60% of married households rely on two incomes just to function. And yet, nearly 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, including households earning over $150,000 a year. So something's off, because if two incomes were the solution, why does it feel like the financial floor is shakier than ever? This is where the two-income trap comes in. What is the two-income trap? Simple definition. The two-income trap is when a household builds its entire lifestyle around both incomes being permanent and uninterrupted. Meaning, mortgage assumes two paychecks, childcare assumes two paychecks, cars, insurance, subscriptions, school districts, all assume two paychecks. So when life happens, and it always does, the margin for error is gone. And here's what most people don't realize. The second income doesn't double your safety. It often cuts it in half. The math that changes everything. Clear dollar example. Let's walk through real numbers. Couple A, one income, $80,000 per year. Monthly take-home, around $5,200. Mortgage plus fixed costs, $3,200. Margin left, $2,000. Couple B, two incomes, $80,000 plus $70,000 equals $150,000. Monthly take-home, $9,000. Bigger house, better area, two cars, childcare. Fixed costs, $7,500. Margin left, $1,500. On paper, Couple B is richer. In reality, Couple A could lose half their income and still survive. Couple B loses one job and collapses. That's not wealth. That's leverage with anxiety attached. This is where it gets really interesting. The psychology. Why more income makes us feel poorer. Humans don't scale money rationally. We scale expectations. Behavioral economists call this lifestyle anchoring. The moment your brain decides, this is normal now. So when the second income shows up, you don't think backup, you think upgrade. Better house, safer neighborhood, nicer vacations, more convenience. None of these feel irresponsible, they feel earned. But here's the trap. You didn't increase your wealth, you increased your obligations. And obligations don't care how tired you are. The stat that should terrify dual-income households. According to Federal Reserve data, nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency. Among dual-income households, job loss is the #1 cause of financial crisis. Not because income is low, because fixed costs are high, inflexibility is zero. Two incomes create an illusion of security until one disappears. Now, you might be thinking, okay, John, but inflation is insane. We don't have a choice. I hear you, but that's only part of the story. The real cost of the second income that no one calculates. Here's what rarely gets counted. Childcare, $12,000 to $20,000 per year. Second car plus insurance, $8,000 per year. Work-related costs, clothes, commuting, food, $5,000 per year. Convenience spending because you're exhausted, thousands. Suddenly, that $70,000 second income isn't $70,000. After taxes and costs, it might be $25,000 in real benefits with 40 extra hours of stress every week. Here's what most people don't realize. The second income often buys lifestyle, not wealth. Why this hurts women and families the most. This trap disproportionately affects women. Why? Because careers get interrupted, kids get sick, parents age, life demands flexibility. When your entire financial structure assumes two incomes forever, someone ends up trapped between money and family, and that tension shows up as burnout, guilt, chronic stress, resentment. Money problems are rarely about math alone. They're about trade-offs we weren't told we were making. The biggest lie. We can always scale back later. This one hurts. People say, we'll just downsize if something happens. Except, you can't easily sell a house in a bad market. You can't instantly remove childcare contracts. You can't unwind school districts without consequences. Scaling up is easy. Scaling down is painful. That asymmetry is the trap. What actual wealthy families do differently. Quietly, boringly, consistently, they build lifestyles that one income can carry. The second income goes to investing, accelerates debt payoff, buys optionality. So instead of two incomes creating dependency, they create leverage and freedom. That's the flip. Actionable steps. How to escape the two-income trap. Let's get practical. Step 1. Do the one-income stress test. Ask, could we survive on the higher income alone? If not, you're overextended. Step 2. Convert the second income into a weapon. Automate it. 401k, Roth IRA, brokerage, debt elimination, emergency fund. Step 3. Buy flexibility, not stuff. Choose smaller house, fewer fixed obligations, more margin. Margin is wealth. Step 4. Redefine success. Success isn't we can afford it. Success is we don't need both incomes to breathe. Look, this isn't about telling couples to quit jobs or live small forever. It's about not building a life that collapses the moment something goes wrong. The goal isn't more money, it's more control. And the couples who win long-term, they don't chase income, they protect margin. If this video gave you clarity or made you uncomfortable in a useful way, hit the like button. It helps more than you think. Subscribe if you want honest conversations about money without the hype. And remember, wealth isn't what you earn, it's what you don't need. I'll see you in the next one.